I'm Josh with the City of Waupaca, and we are back with another community update. We've got a full house. We've got Aaron Jensen from the City of Waupaca, Ron Saari from the School District of Waupaca, and Carrie Naparella from the Chain Exploration Center. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
And we will start out with Aaron. Periodically on these updates, we talk about housing, different housing developments or housing needs. And dirt and ground are being moved out in the industrial park in the future River North subdivision. Some work has started. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so that's the first of two developers that will be starting work in 2024. This project is the WIDA tax credit project that we've touched on these updates periodically throughout the course of months. But that'll be 45 units. It's called River North Cottages. And yeah, we closed on the property, transferred it from the city to the developer. I think it was a Tuesday afternoon, and by Tuesday at like 12:30, they had an excavator ripping stuff apart. So it's good to see that progress. They hope to have, I believe, at least 2 buildings online by November, and potentially more depending on weather and how construction goes. So that'll be a quick project. And if you do want information and interested in that style of living and those units, reach out to us at City Hall and we can put you in contact with the manager of that who can get you on a wait list. And then if we do have more specific information, Josh, we may just end up posting that on our website at some point too.
Now you said WIDA. What's that?
So WIDA is really the mechanism. It's for providing more affordable housing units in the state of Wisconsin. And it's a tax credit system. It's a competitive system in which people apply. There are points awarded depending on where you are, proximity to things, income levels in the area. And we've applied actually several years and we're denied. And this year, or I should say it was a year ago that we were awarded, or the developer was awarded. So that was exciting news. Obviously, affordable housing is just a huge topic, not only in Waupaca, not only in the state of Wisconsin, but the country right now. And there are certain parameters that you have to meet to be eligible to stay in those units. And for those who are interested, we can get you that information as well.
Okay. We're going to jump over to Carrie now. Project Night is coming up at the Chain Exploration Center, and that's a chance for the students to demonstrate what they're learning. Tell us more about that.
Yes, tomorrow night at 5:30 to 7 o'clock, our 4K kindergarten, 1st and 2nd, and then 5th and 6th grade students will be presenting their projects that they've been working on over the last 4 to 6 weeks or so. 4K has become waste investigators. They're learning about reducing, reusing, and recycling along with composting. Our kindergartners are working on learning about how weather impacts their community. So they will be doing a mock newscast as they become meteorologists and share their weather information. Grades 1 and 2, they are learning about erosion. And in fact, right now, as we speak, they're at Brainerd's Bridge helping the DNR and the Parks and Rec navigate the erosion challenge that was happening there. And so they'll be sharing their information with families in the community. Our 5th and 6th grade students, they have been working on a project about Mars. And when they presented in the winter, it was about how to sustain life on Mars. And now that they know how to do that, they are working on what type of government needs to be established on Mars. So they will be holding a debate where they are sharing out what types of government they feel Mars should take on. And then they're going to ask the guests who listen to their presentation and their debate to vote to determine which government will be chosen. So all kinds of unique opportunities to present their learning, and we hope that the community will come out and see us.
I'm curious what that plan will be for how to sustain life on Mars. And for those watching, Carrie said tomorrow, that's going to be May 2nd, depending upon when you're watching or listening to this.
Correct. So, Thursday, May 2nd.
Interesting. We're going to jump over to Ron. The school just had their reorganization meeting, a new school board. Tell us about that.
Yeah, excuse me. Last week on Thursday was the board's annual reorganization meeting. And that's where the board elects the new officers and also approves a variety of resolutions that are just standard annual resolutions, like where you deposit your money, who's going to sign, who is legal counsel, those types of things. So as you know, because previously we talked about the fact that we have a new board member, Lori Verhalen is a new board member on, and so every time you have an election, it's like a new board almost. It's like starting over. This year, Ron Brooks was elected the president. Last year it was Dale Felt. Steve Klissman is the vice president. Molly McDonald is the treasurer. Last year she was the clerk. And Betty Mannion is the clerk. Last year, I think she didn't have an office. But yeah, so that went and took place, and we're all set for the upcoming year.
Very good. Aaron, we're going to jump back to you, talk about a couple upcoming events. The first one this Friday, Coffee with a Cop.
Yeah, so that is, as you said, Friday, May 3rd from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I think the location's at Aquamos right here on Main Street, 217 South Main Street. And you'll get a chance, anyone who chooses to participate will get a chance to meet with some of our PD staff. They're excellent. They're also good people who are enjoyable to be around. So I encourage anyone to kind of go talk to them, ask about their job. And yeah, that's just what it is. Just a community engagement, ask questions, see what's happening in the community and the department. And I hope people take advantage of that.
And then another thing coming up, a Riverside Park work day.
Yeah, always looking for volunteers. Our Park and Rec department has a lot, I think 300 some acres of parks and then 20 some miles of trails to take care of. So they are working with the Friends of Waupaca Parks, which is their kind of support, fundraising, volunteer group, on May 11th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. They'll be meeting to have a little volunteer work day. Pizza is provided around 11, so if you like free food, show up, but you have to do some work. I think this is going to be at 1600 Royalton Street. So that is actually the park that is connected to the school by a trail along the Waupaca River. And actually, I just walked this trail this week, and I said, man, we need wood chips here. It was pretty wet. So you'll be making a difference. So show up, please.
And then the final event coming up, the first summer outdoor movies coming up. And right now, that's scheduled for June 7th, but people have a chance to pick what movie will be shown that evening.
Yeah, can you provide a little bit of info on this, Josh? I was looking for it and I couldn't find the details that I wanted.
Well, if you head to the city Facebook page or website, there are, I believe, 4 different movies you can pick from. They've got The Boys in the Boat, Hunger Games, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny are the 4 to vote from. So if you go to the website or Facebook page, you can vote which movie will be shown the evening of Friday, June 7th at the first of several outdoor movies.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll need to get my wife's Facebook login so I can get some of that.
And then we'll close out this week's update. Ron's got some news to share.
Yeah, I announced yesterday, which would have been April 30th, that I'm going to be retiring from the school district of Waupaca. Hopefully, my goal is retirement from public education. These are tough jobs and stressful jobs, and people, really just don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And, sometimes it takes a toll on your family and your health, and you just get to a point where you start to reprioritize things, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so that's where I'm at. And so I made that announcement yesterday, and this will be my last year here in Waupaca.
Hey, Ron, I just wanted to jump in and just say, first of all, congratulations. And second of all, it's been wonderful to work with you. I think since over the last several years, the city and the school have worked a lot together on a lot of different things. And we've talked about it a bunch when we're working together, and include the chamber in that. And tons of others. A lot of cool things can happen, and you're a huge part of that. So thank you for
I
that.
appreciate that, Aaron. Same goes to you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Certainly surprising news, Ron, but it's always nice to chat with you and glad you've been able to help keep the community up to date. And hopefully we'll chat once or twice more before the end of the school year.
I hope so too.
So Carrie, Ron, Aaron, thanks for the time to get the community up to date. Lots going on, and we will talk again soon.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Josh.
Take care.